Get it big, get it here. Listen to all your live mixes, live radio programs, and live entertaining and news package programs right here from GTR, Ghana Talks Radio. This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Hello there, welcome to the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio with me, Sandra Asante. Top story: Supreme Court throws out minorities MP's injunction case against E-Levy. Attorney General and minority react. Farmer jailed 10 years for attempting to sacrifice son for money rituals. UN chief warns of aid diversion to Ukraine. There's some more after the break.
Hi there and welcome to Ghana Talks Radio. My name is Ahimachi Mude and my host DJ Champ. On the Dominism last week we discussed why is it difficult for ladies to propose to guys, and it was very thrilling and engaging.
Okay, the reason why it's difficult is say very account. So say ebia oba ebe na dwen so kwa kopebe ma no say na be ma no be ebe dwen say na be ma sembe na be ma no be ka oba ya no anase on ya no ana afin so no ye de we na to nchen ya Ghana no your culture entisa the way ya parents raise and no entisa outside there no di obi atimi flow na adwen anase bibisa. So
join us this very Thursday as we talk through does tribalism affect relationship live on Ghana Talks Radio. Join us live as we stream live on Facebook and listen via our website www.ghanatalksradio.com or our app, or you can call our studio line 020-254-4614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
GTR News.
Thanks for staying with us. A 38-year-old farmer and resident of Sakro, a community near the Axim in the Nzema East municipality of the Western region, has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for attempting to sacrifice his son for money rituals. Kwabena Ebo was charged for trading of a person contrary to Sections 2, Clause 1 and 2 of the Human Traffic Act 694 of 2001. The accused pleaded guilty to the charge and asked the court to be lenient with him. Reading the sentence at the Takoradi Circuit Court B, Her Lordship Abigail Anima Asari indicated that the accused was guilty of the charges preferred against him and as such deserves a stiffer punishment to serve as a deterrent to others. The prosecutor, Robert Inspector Yolson, told the court that accused on Thursday, March 3rd, offered to sell his 16-year-old biological son, name withheld, to one Francis Odasani, who is popularly known as Nana Tanokwao, a renowned fetish priest in the area, for an amount of 500,000 cedis. The fetish priest said after the sentence that he was pleased with the court for the punishment. The consultant of the judgment creditors in the Santiago Land Acquisition Court ordered Fred Brown is asking residents occupying 107 acres of land to obey the court order and vacate the land immediately. According to him, all affected residents have been served the court order and must comply with the directive. This follows an eviction exercise that took place on Wednesday, April 20th by the team of men from SWAT Division of the Ghana Police Service at Santiago in the Pont-Catamanso municipality based on an order. About 40 houses at Santiago were locked and residents ejected during the exercise earlier. The incident left many stranded, including military personnel who own properties in the area. The private developers are attempting to forcefully evict residents again. Some residents share audio about the repeated exercise.
Pleading that they should go back and sit down and negotiate with the landowners, because this is the fourth person coming for the same land, claiming. Pleading that they should go back and sit down and negotiate with the landowners, because this is the fourth person coming for the same land, claiming. So now they should go back and do their homework very well before they should come and inform us that this land is for us. And we sit down and we negotiate about it.
The judgment is from High Court, but Supreme Court has ruled that every land belongs to Stu. So now I can't fight him. The only thing I have to do is to go and see him in the office, then negotiate with him, so that they won't take my properties.
That will mean that you are literally going to buy the land twice, or you're going to pay
that one. I will do that. I will do that because I can't fight him, because he has the proper documents. I can't fight. But I did a search before I bought the land. But like I don't know. He said he bought the land in 1990. You know, and the family came and took possession of the land, so we bought it from the family.
I bought my land 2015.
You've been developing it
from up to now, up to date. And so right now, where were you by then? Look at check the date. Where were you by then? Where were you by then?
in that period. They did not come throughout this time.
Nobody come. I bet nobody come. Only the land guard. Only the land guard that come to me. They take land fee. You understand me? So where were you by then? And I've been up to now. If in fact I come across 2003, I tried to fight and get something for myself for here right now. If you said you are not claiming this place as your own, what do you want me to do? I'm here to die for my own land.
Where is your land?
My land is somewhere. They started from. They locked my place there. They locked my own too.
So you are going to keep fighting this. You are not going to let it go. You are not going to allow for them to.
I'm fighting for my own land. My own land.
Even if they say they are from the court, they got documents.
I want to die on my land. I want to die. If they kill me, I go. Then I know I lost my land. I lost my life because that's my only thing I have right now.
The police team lead Superintendent Isaac Asutem had this to say when asked why the affected resident will seek shelter.
Security for court bailiffs to serve a writ of possession. That is all I can tell you.
But how are you hoping to enforce this when the community is up in arms?
The community is not up in arms. At least they said they are also in court to address the situation. So I would say community engagements have been done because we gave the assemblyman the chance to talk to them. And at every point in time, we are always with him. So I don't see why they should come and stand here that community engagement has not taken place. It has. Even yesterday, he told me, yes, they were on their way to court and then they are very sure of securing an injunction. So I'm surprised why this morning they are standing here with nothing. You know, land and other issues is about documentation. So you can't just stand, you have no documents, and then you'll be making noise, throwing your hands into the sky. No, it doesn't go that way. You must have a document to prove that, yes, I'm the rightful owner of this place. So anything, listen, without that, what can police do?
Where would these people move to today?
In fact, it's a very big question. I cannot answer that question.
The Ghana National Fire Service has appealed for the support of the district and municipal assemblies in the Volta region to enhance the safety of lives and properties. The Volta Regional Fire Commander Assistant Fire Officer 1 Joy Ameyibo Ayim entreated assemblies to establish bushfire control subcommittees and increase the number of fire stations and posts to urgent firefighting. He was speaking at a ceremony to commemorate the International Firefighters Day in Hull. He believes the above intervention to reduce the response time to emergencies and as well enhance proximity of firefighters to the community. ASO1 Ayim used the opportunity to appeal to the public to support the fire service with vehicles, motorbikes and bicycles. He also appreciated efforts of his officers and sister services in combating fire in the region and honored the memory of ADO's Second, Joseph Baidu, who died during the rescue operations at Gomwa Obwasi. The Volta Regional Minister, Dr. Archibald Lesser, also graced the occasion, lauded the commitment of fire officers in the region. He entreated them to deliver their duties according to the protocols and accept criticisms in good faith. Some firefighters stationed in the Volta region also converged at the regional command to honor and mourn officers who had fallen in line of duty to save life and properties. The occasion was also used to create awareness of the sacrifices of firefighters and the need to prevent fire outbreaks. To some business stories, the Supreme Court has dismissed an interlocutory injunction filed by 3 minority MPs seeking to halt the implementation of the electronic transfer levy, the e-levy. In anonymous decision, a 7-member panel of the Apex Court held the irreparable damage will be caused to the public if the implementation of the e-levy is put on hold and substantive case challenging its constitutionality fails. According to the court, in the event of the substantive suit to succeed, the Ghana Revenue Authority GRA had the means to refund the e-levy already paid back to the public. However, it said if the e-levy is put on hold and the substantive case fails, it will cause irreparable damage to the government as it cannot collect the money already lost. Meanwhile, the minority leader in Parliament, Haruna Idrisu, has described the Supreme Court's order to the Ghana Revenue Authority GRA to preserve the e-levy records pending the determination of the substantive case as refreshing and heartwarming.
For us in the minority, until the substantive matter is determined conclusively, we remain determined that even on the balance of weighing monetary considerations against the weight of a constitutional breach, the emphasis should be on what harm we are doing to the 1992 Constitution and the three co-equal organs of state. So in the determination of whether some irreparable damage or hardship will be caused, our hardship as we understand it is the disrespect to the Constitution by the action of passage into law of an Act 1075, with numbers below the minimum constitutional threshold of 138 members of parliament. Can you imagine? I heard the Attorney General laboriously arguing that it was a voice vote. Ebenezer Kum voted with his voice from an ambulance, or he voted with his voice from a clinic to add to the voice vote, and he is insisting that 266 members of parliament participated in the decision and participated in the motion. 266 members of parliament, after the minority of 136 walked out. Certainly, these are matters that the Ghanaian public can judge better. But what is refreshing and heartwarming today is the second part of the ruling, which gives directives to the Ghana Revenue Authority to preserve and keep the money. At least some people will not be in a rush to collateralize it until the substantive matter is determined. For us, we raise this matter because it's of public interest significance, it's of constitutional significance, and we think that we'll pursue it to its logical conclusion.
The Attorney General Godfred Yeboah-Dame has also said the dismissal of the inluctory injunction on the e-levy filed by the three minority members of Parliament has affirmed his argument that the writ was factually uncertain. According to him, the arguments for the applicants were a bundle of conjecture which could not demonstrate the irregularities in the passage of the e-levy and warrant a grant of their plea. He took a jab at the minority for going to court without evidence.
Very satisfied and fully content with the outcome today, and I think that for me that has caused the point that do not go to court based on conjectures. I actually heard the court use that expression in relation to one of the contentions of the applicant. Yes, we found before the court a bundle of speculations as to even the numbers based on which Parliament voted to approve e-levy, and I feel that was way beyond the standard. Clearly, it indicates that there's nothing inhibiting the execution of the law. There's nothing impeding Ghana Revenue Authority from collecting the revenue. And of course, they're also free to apply the revenue to developmental activities to the government. The government is free to apply the revenue, of course, in accordance with the promises that has made to the people of Ghana. And that is all. The only duty is, as the court stated, to keep records. And keeping records is just as they've been doing all the time. So it's just an affirmation or a restatement of their statutory duties. So nothing has changed. The e-levy law is being implemented.
Still in business tours, the aggrieved market women of about 130 in numbers in Achem Oda in the Birim Central Municipality of the Eastern Region, who were victims of the September 13th, 2021 Achem Oda Central Market fire disaster, have called on government to rescue them as they suspect foul play in the share of the money. Speaking as the leader of the group in the press conference held in Achem Oda Market, Madam Linda Asamoah revealed that President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo on his visit to Achimota Market after the disaster promised to give victims interest-free loans to continue their businesses, and indeed the promise was fulfilled when Maslock and the Ghana Enterprise Agency (GEA) came with the loans. She explained that when the two government agencies came with the loans, it is shocking that only few women were given the loans, and among those given, most of them were not victims of the market disaster. When they start asking questions, they were told another loan was coming, but they kept waiting for a long time and haven't received anything yet.
Jom na say ya no enema bi anko ye na ha ya dwen ye sika sam na na edwane say na ye so baba beboa ye kakra no ye so baba so ya sen no wan say ye da na mum ye wo hwa na ye ho na abo ne ba ye say ba bi e beti si ye tro ye di bia ye nkɔ ne nkɔ tro ntie di ka kɔ tro di ni wo cancel first ye di aya kakra no na o sa fra ye bi ne sa kɔ ne sa kɔ tro second one e di second one na ye kɔ tro ye no ni ye beti na se ye hwenim say sika ne beba enti o no ma na ye te say sika ne bi api enti yam la nti o fra ye wo place ya so de ene ye kɔ ye no mo bubo di ni bebre echema ebinum ba ebinum anya bi besi na ye nya bi ho no ma na osan announcement ye hia no CAC aso de ene ye koi be 2 weeks ni ano so besi na ye nsanti hwi biem ano ti na am ye ni abla ya boko jan sesi e ya de ye ka kire mpanifo nyina ne sei sika ne ye nsan kan ye ye to ne ma wo dom aya jeje ye income tax ani ante za fi ni apata sika no ba pe mo na ye nsan kan sika no enti ye ni abre pa omo ye sei kwa bi o mefa so ye nsa be ka sika no ye nsa be ka sika.
Some of the aggrieved market women who were victims of the September 13th, 2021 Achimota market disaster spoke to the media and shared their worries for not receiving some of the loans to start a business to support their families.
The kind of first one by second one, a sabai. I know the name is so full. What to say will be I want to join him when you be. I know you must show that chia be when they are yaka say. Watch a freya. Dying. Nana, a Jomusia and a craze canaba. Yet it's any who say a bimo any jom, and so many scanny. Nana abomodin is canaba. Yeah, to me alpha pin, alpha passo, alpha sheno, yes, canibi. Yeah, chess can and premier no, yeah, nebi. Manya pin, Masusa, oh, mamma dear, answer crying yabi. To me pananacho, oh, me mobo. Na come in me, Miss Rano, I come in me.
Nya bienu ya ye mobbo me ton bag me ton paboa me niam nyina se ba kompo manya ya sraw ne ba mpi o ya nya bi o so kunafo a me kun awu me ya sofo ba nso me ntimi ntwempra me sraw ba do me na me ntimi hwa me ma.
Those were the aggrieved market women of the fire outbreak at Achimota, looking forward to officials helping them to salvage their lives after that particular outbreak. But before we continue, we'll take a short break. Stay with us.
Ghana Talks Radio, I UK Abrichimemu, era from Ghana Muha at the sound system, which is spinning machine papa, a free amana never be good among Ghana Muha. It is a we a year, we engagement, we wedding, we birthday party. Political parties are more rally, some way sorry, more crusade. So we'll book carnival or any kind of event. Now we'll pay spinning machine papa a boss sound in the moon at the dia and you may come for GTR sounds at the Emao. Your live band in so our tones at the frame, ya beat me abababua. Ama would you media woody and so at me I come up. Yawa enkan pupuni mantemo anya aponchi hotel a hope pepe ena yebutu odi ane se wo be frɛ mpanifo ɛwɔ 0546960510 GTR sounds emu de angaza.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
Thank you so much for staying with us. If you just join us, this is the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio. Some international stories. And Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari says he is shocked to learn that a military officer and his female partner were shot and then beheaded in the southeast of the country. Mr. Buhari has ordered that the perpetrators of the barbaric crime be brought to justice. The authorities have accused a separatist group, the indigenous people of Biafra, for killing the couple as they traveled for their wedding last weekend. The group has denied their involvement, but gunmen in southeast Nigeria have recently stepped up their attacks, mostly targeting the security forces. Ukrainian forces inside Mariupol's Azov-style metal works have been fighting difficult bloody battles against Russian troops, the commander of the controversial Azov regiment has said. In a video message posted on a Telegram on Wednesday, Commander Denis Pokropenko praised his soldiers' supreme effort to repel the Russian assault, adding that the situation was extremely difficult. His message came after Ukrainian officials said Russian forces had entered the territory of the plant, the final stronghold of Ukrainian forces in the shattered city of Mariupol.
Слава Україні! Маріупольський гарнізон вже 70-й день сам на сам протистоїть переважаючим силам противника. З 25 квітня ми тримаємо кругову оборону на заводі «Азовсталь». Вже другий день, як противник прорвався на територію заводу, йдуть важкі кровопролитні бої. Я пишаюся своїми солдатами, які прикладають надлюдські зусилля, щоб стримувати натиск противника. Я дякую всьому світу за колосальну підтримку гарнізону Маріуполь. Наші солдати на це заслуговують. Ситуація вкрай складна, але не дивлячись ні на що, ми продовжуємо виконувати наказ тримати оборону.
That was Ukrainian Commander Denis Pokropenko praising his soldiers' superhuman effort in fighting the Russian soldiers. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has appealed to international donors not to divert resources from other humanitarian activities around the world to Ukraine. Instead, they should donate more for the Ukrainian crisis without undermining effort elsewhere around the world. Mr. Guterres made the remarks during a visit to Nigeria, where he has been to areas affected by the jihadist conflict. He said the war in Ukraine was making things worse across the world, particularly in the areas of food and energy. Some humanitarian agencies are already complaining of a huge funding shortfall as countries focus more on what's happening in Ukraine. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari said the visit by the UN chief was an assurance that Africa had not been forgotten despite the global attention on what he called the unfortunate situation in Ukraine. Entertainment stories. And Amber Heard has told the court that ex-husband Johnny Depp repeatedly struck her during drug and alcohol-fueled rages when she said she turned the actor into an awful thing. Taking and talking to the witness stand on week 4 of the trial, Ms. Heard alleged that the pattern of violence began in 2012. Mr. Depp is suing Ms. Heard over a story she wrote in what she described herself as a domestic abuse victim. In her testimony, Mr. Depp denied any wrongdoing.
GTR News.
Until it would escalate, and then I started to notice the pattern of escalation where he'd throw glass or turn over a table. Then he would hit the wall, and then he'd hit the wall really close to my head. It was it's seemingly so stupid, so insignificant. Oh, never forget it. It changed my life. And I asked him about the tattoo he has on his arm. And to me, it just looked like black marks. I didn't know what it said. It just looked like muddled, faded tattoo that was hard to read. And I said, what does it say? And he said it says wino. It says wino. And I didn't see that. I thought he was joking because it didn't look like it said that at all. And I laughed. It was that simple. I just laughed because I thought he was joking. And slapped me across the face. I just sat there thinking, how much time do I have to figure out what I need to do? Because, God, did he just hit me? No, I didn't want to leave him. I didn't want this to be the reality. I didn't want to have the man I was in love with. I know you don't come back from that. I'm not dumb. I know you can't hit a woman. You can't hit a man. You can't hit anyone. You can't just hit somebody because they... I knew it was wrong, and I knew that I had to leave him. And that's what broke my heart, because I didn't want to leave him. I thought if I got up out of that room, I would leave the best thing that ever happened to me.
The trial is still on. We hope to see who will be the winner of that particular trial. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon for the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio. You can log on to our website www.ghanatalksradio.com for more news updates. My name is Sandra Asante. Stay tuned for the Spotted Bit. Enjoy your afternoon. This is Sandra Asante, the host with the modest. Join me every Monday to Friday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. GMT for latest news in Ghana and across the world. This will be followed by Sported Bit, showbiz news, and music countdown. I also interview guests on the show. It promises to be a great show. Don't forget, you can also listen by visiting our website, or why don't you take us in your pocket by downloading the Ghana Talks Radio app via Apple iOS and Play Store. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.